guys, it looks like it's possible that we may have just gotten a shadow for Sonic Movie 3. It's officially, well, not official. It's come from a source that some people say can be hit or miss, so I'm not sure if it's 100% confirmed, but we got to talk about it. I'm still not home. I was on vacation the last week, so I got pretty bad mic quality, but when this news comes out, I got to talk about it, all right? So before we do that, please subscribe to the channel with all notifications. I'll give you a second. And let's get into it. So, it looks like, yes, it's official. We have a shadow. There's been a lot of news coming out this week. With CinemaCon and everything that people have been talking about the last couple weeks. There's been so much news for the Sonic movies. I'm so sad that I wasn't able to cover it. For those of you who did not know, CinemaCon was last week and we got a trailer. Although it wasn't revealed to the public. Of course it wasn't revealed to the public. And of course it was revealed while I was in the Bahamas on vacation, alright? So why don't we react to the news source himself. So John Campea said a big-time actor will be playing Shadow. And we kind of knew this, right? We kind of knew that for Shadow the Hedgehog, it was obviously going to be a celebrity. You know, they got Idris Elba for Knuckles, Ben Schwartz for Sonic. Like, obviously it was going to be someone big. And if you think about it, this is someone that a lot of fans have casted as the role. A lot of people have thought that this was going to be a perfect fit for Shadow. To be honest, I'm going to have to hear some voice clips, so we're going to listen to some once we get into the news. Let's look at the source real quick. We got a rumor right here. According to film critic John Campea, Shadow will be voiced by Keanu Reeves. So yes, Keanu Reeves is officially, or apparently, going to be Shadow, and expects we'll be getting confirmation this week. So why don't we dive into the news source real quick, dive into the actual video.
25% more. It made $405 million, broke the $400 million barrier.
Yes, it did.
So clearly they were going to do a third, and they teased a character at the end of that one that I had no idea who it was. But Ray,
this guy, he's a casual, bro. He's not a real Sonic fan.
Nearly peed himself. When we were sitting in the screening of Sonic 2, they show this character in like a tube, and like I had no idea that was, but Ray and a bunch of other 12-year-olds in the theater all knew who it was because Ray started to squeal. Yeah,
you bow to the ultimate life form,
which is
that's who Shadow is referred to
as the ultimate life form.
Yeah,
the
that's
character
true.
Shadow. I know nothing about Shadow. Anything else?
That's crazy. How do you not know?
For some time, there have been rumors going around that.
But this is why, honestly, this is why people who are like, why isn't Amy in the film? Why isn't Rouge in the film? It's like, this guy doesn't even know who Shadow is. Some of the review critics, they were like, who's Knuckles? Why is there a red Sonic? So it's like people asking for Amy and Rouge. Most people don't know who they are except for the Sonic fan base. Which, listen, we want them in the movie, but I saw people on Twitter complaining about it. It's like, this guy doesn't even know who Shadow is. He's the second most popular character in the franchise. So just throwing that out there.
Good Canadian kid, Hayden Christensen, from Star Wars fame, was going to be doing the voice of Shadow. Something that I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. I like it.
I didn't really see that. I mean, I saw the fit, not as his natural voice, though. I think he needed to change his voice a little bit for Hayden Christensen.
That. But then CinemaCon came, and the presentation came for Sonic, and they showed us some Sonic. No mention of Hayden Christensen. And I kind of thought they'd bring Hayden Christensen out on stage and all that kind of stuff. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. All right. And they had a big after party.
Okay.
At the Omnia nightclub. I put up some footage of that. It was a ball of a party. It was really great. We hung out with
Talk about Shadow.
Some really cool guys from Washington were there. We got to meet and hang out with. Anyway, that was really good.
The food was so
and the food was so good. Anyway, I paint that picture for you because it was at this party that a lot of actors, a lot of studio people, a lot of agency people, a lot of publicity people were there at the party as well. And while sitting there eating what I didn't know was an overly spicy slider, that nearly killed me, by the way. I don't handle spicy food very well.
Spicy sliders.
I was approached by somebody that I recognized very well, and somebody that, well, I can't say who it is, at least half of you would recognize and know if we were to say their name. I was approached at the party by somebody very connected in that sphere, if you will. And we started talking about CinemaCon so far, started talking about the channel, and he tugs me aside, because, come here a second. We literally only moved 2 feet over, so I don't know where we were going. He says, come here a second. I get a little going. He said, Hayden Christensen's not the voice of Shadow. I'm like,
I feel like I knew that.
Really? He's not? Like I said, I figured that because he's not here. Like I thought they would have brought him out on stage. He goes, no, we're not announcing it publicly yet. And please don't say anything until the week after CinemaCon, which is where we're at now. He said, it's Keanu Reeves.
Wow.
We've already it's done. It's signed. Keanu Reeves is our voice.
He seems really confident. People have said that he's had a spotty record. I don't know. I've never even seen this guy before, but he's saying that it's Shadow. And he says that someone at Paramount came up to a party and told him, and then his brothers, uncles, cousins. Yeah.
So I ran this. I had no reason not to believe him. And again, and if I told you the person, you would believe it too.
Okay.
So I ran this to someone.
So he thinks this is obviously very credible. Keanu Reeves might be Shadow. Let's listen to what else he has to say if there's anything else relevant to the conversation.
And the first response I got was, "Who told you that?" but then after the "Who told you that," and I wouldn't say who it was like, yeah, it is. Now listen, I always tell my viewers this, 100%. If you're getting scoops from anybody, that includes me, that is not the Hollywood Reporter, Variety, Deadline, right? Then receive it, but keep a little asterisk on it.
That's true. Also, I would say the same about myself. I'm an entertainer. I just react to the news the same way you guys do. I'm not a news source.
Until you see it reported in the Hollywood Reporter and Variety. I can tell you it is 100% locked, 100% true.
Wow.
Keanu Reeves is Shadow.
Wow.
You should not accept it as a 100% thing because I am a fucking nobody doing a YouTube channel.
True. That's true.
I'm on the YouTubes.
So there you have it. That's the word. Keanu Reeves is Shadow the Hedgehog. Apparently, it's not confirmed yet, and it will still be big news once it's officially announced. Obviously, we'll make another video discussing it, but is this a big deal? I would say it's a pretty big deal. I mean, he's a huge actor. I want to hear his voice though again. I want to see if he, if he can really. I want to envision him as Shadow.
School buses and landed back into my life. Hi, Duke.
Okay, I don't know if that's Shadow. All right, here's the video. What if Keanu Reeves and Robert Pattinson voice Shadow the Hedgehog?
I keep asking why her. Where is he?
They know you're coming.
Of course. But it won't matter.
I'm not seeing it. Listen, I'm not seeing it.
Vengeance.
This sounds better.
Change the past.
This sounds more Shadow.
Mine or anyone else's.
Here we go.
Tell me how I separated my mind from my body without jacking in. Tell me how I stopped 4 sentinels by thinking it. Tell me just what the hell is happening to me.
This isn't the usual game. I can feel it. Something's coming.
Nobody's getting past this, Jack. Everything ends now.
All right, here we go. Batman.
Hey, stop chewing on that batarang. Bruce Wayne paid a lot of money for that, and then gave it to me as a present.
Sounds a little bit better.
Soon, or those ferrets are gonna take over the world. Yeah, I'm not really an animal guy.
Oh, okay. You allergic or? The thing is, this probably has a more Sonic movie tone, so maybe this could be more of what to expect for the voice.
Well, filled with bats. I can still hear the screams as their dark wings flapped around me, scratching my chubby, childish flesh. I'm tormented every waking moment.
Here's the Shadow SA2 voice, David Humphrey. Let's listen to how he sounds. This is more Shadow to me.
Starts with this. A jewel containing the ultimate power.
You see, like, he has more of that, like, I guess more of that youthful energy. Like, I hope that if Keanu Reeves is Shadow, I think it's a great casting because it's a big name. I just hope that he maybe makes his voice sound a little bit more youthful and less raspy. I'm not the biggest fan of Kirk Thornton's Shadow. I like more of I think David Humphrey, Jason Griffith, those are my 2 favorite Shadows. I think, honestly, David Humphrey is like a really good Shadow because he doesn't have to be overly edgy, overly raspy, he still does a good voice, makes the character sound cool, and technically, he's supposed to be like around 15 years of age, so he's supposed to be like a teenager, you know what I mean? So yeah, you guys heard it here first. We got a brand new Shadow, and like I said, great casting in terms of the name. I'm really curious to see how the voice is going to sound. I'm sure that Keanu Reeves has some voice acting experience, so maybe he'll be able to change his pitch a little bit. But overall, exciting stuff. We already got a trailer that's out there. I think the CinemaCon trailer was showing Sonic, Tails, Knuckles fighting Shadow 3-on-1, and apparently he wins. So hopefully our goats don't get washed on camera like that. But I'm excited for Sonic Movie 3. Let me know what you guys think about it. Let me know what you think about the casting. Remember, take it with a grain of salt, but this guy seems pretty confident.